Hello, I'm Bryan. Welcome to Airstream's headquarters here in Jackson Center, Ohio. I'm in our training bay right now, introducing you to the new updated Caravel 20 FB. We have the 16 RB, which stands for rear bed, and the 22 FB, standing for front bed. The 20 sits right between the two. The 16 has our most compact floor plan. It has a very spacious dining area, it has the bed in the back, but it does use a wet bath or a combination shower and toilet. To get a dry bath and a separate shower, we have to get up to the 20, which is what we have here behind us. Moving to the 20 provides greater storage capacity, larger closet, a larger bathroom, and a very, very large kitchen, which we'll get into when we talk about the interior of the 20. The 22 goes even bigger. So again, a bigger closet, a slightly larger bathroom, a bigger bed. So you're going from a 48-inch wide bed to a 54-inch wide bed. And you have a little bit different dinette setup. So instead of sitting across from one another like the 20 and the 16 have, it has a U-shaped dining area on that 22 FB. So the Caravel, where does it sit? It's just above our Bambi, but in a very similar size. Why is that? The Caravel is all designed around long distance use, but in a short package. It's all about taking our iconic travel trailer and those larger units and condensing it down into a very compact space. So on the inside, you have the same large overhead lockers, you have the similar stainless steel rock guards, you have a rear bumper in the back, you also have the never lube axles. So you have items that our larger models have, but we put it into our more compact model. You also have the ducted air conditioning, which we call Quietstream. It's a lot quieter than a typical AC transition that goes through. So if you're spending a lot of time on the road within your travel trailer, the Caravel is the model you should be looking at. So the 20 FB Caravel is actually just a little bit bigger than 20 feet. It's 21 feet long when you include that rear bumper, and that measurement is from the middle of the hitch ball, right in the middle of that, to the very end of the bumper. So basically from the very front to the very back. The height of the Caravel is 9 foot 5 inches. The width is 8 feet. The interior width is 7 feet 7 inches. And the interior height is 6 feet 6.5 inches. On the roof, you have a 13.5 heat pump. So you have both an air conditioning and heat pump available on that, as well as an 18,000 BTU furnace that's built inside. So you have two different heat sources. If it's above freezing, you're in that just in the high 30s to low 40s. You can run your heating element 100% off the heat pump if you're plugged in. If you're boondocking or if it's below that freezing point, you're going to want to run your furnace. The furnace does a couple things. One, it obviously heats up the interior of the unit. Two, it actually heats all of your plumbing and tank as well. So if the temperature really plummets below that freezing level, it allows you to stay out in those really cold conditions. Speaking of the external aspects of the Caravel, we have the zip-D awning. Once out and extended, it provides great place to hang out and watch those sunsets under that shade. We also offer a optional awning package. That includes a roadside awning and a rear awning, and those are just shade awnings. They're small, they go over the windows, and they help protect and provide additional shade on both the rear and the side. So really, you're kind of shading the windows on those. We have a few other options that are available with the Caravel. One is a solar option. That includes a solar controller on the inside and 200 watts of solar on the roof. In addition to that option, we offer 200 amp hours worth of lithium batteries in the front compartment. Combined, it offers the ability to get off grid just a little bit longer and less maintenance about having to maintain that battery. To the front of the Caravel, we have our stainless steel rock guards and our tinted solar guards. Both of these are in place to help deflect any kind of unwanted rock or obstacle or debris that might come up and hit the otherwise exposed aluminum. So if you have aggressive tires on your tow vehicle, these are wonderful to have in place because those aggressive tires can kick up some rock if you go on like a gravel road or a dirt road. These are all hinged. or they open up, so you can clean the glass behind them or the aluminum behind them, and if damaged, can be replaced very easily. Over in the front, which is right where your bed is, this front window opens up to allow that cross breeze or any kind of fresh air. It is screened as well. So you're sleeping right in this panoramic window. It's a very beautiful space to hang out in. Right below is the battery compartment. On this particular one, we have installed the lithium batteries. If it is installed by the factory or by an authorized dealer, a heater switch can be added to this as well. So if the temperatures do go below freezing, you can turn on the internal battery heater to make sure that the battery does receive that charge. Inside the LP shroud are two 20-pound LP tanks. Very easy and very convenient to find and to replace. Up front, we have a powered hitch jack. It allows for easy access. There is a nice light there as well to see if it's dark out, to get that up and off your receiver. It's also great when you have a weight distribution hitch. It helps kind of preload some of those bars. You have your safety chains, emergency brake, and in the front here you also have two ports. You have a solar port and an LP port. The solar port is for additional solar if you wanted to have a separate panel off to the side to get additional solar. Great when you're in a wooded area or a lot of shade in the campsite. It allows you to kind of get off into the sun if you need to. And then the LP port, great for the Airstream barbecue that we have that's available. It's a low flow port, so just keep that in mind. But that it connects with an easy connect right in the front there. There's a little lever that hits, and it's all connected to the regulator in your LP tanks. Off to the side, we have our heavy-duty stabilizer jacks. So Caravel comes with 4 heavy-duty stabilizer jacks. These are similar to what we have on our Flying Cloud, International, et cetera, et cetera. Right beside that is our waste hose storage area. So a lot of people will put their waste hose either here or possibly in the rear bumper. There's a couple different options you can have, or if you wanted to have both, you can even have a storage here for one of them, and if you wanted to have an extension, you can have the extension in the storage of that rear bumper as well. We have our tankless water heater, which is located right here. That's controlled by and powered by the LP system, and it's an endless hot water system. One thing about this system is it does want to reset after about 20 minutes or so. So after about 20 minutes of continuous use, you may see a bit of a reset. So if you take really long showers, or if you're using a lot of hot water, keep that in mind. Right above, we have these 2 very large opening windows. Again, they're screened, so you can allow a lot of cross-air ventilation. One thing to note is every handmade Airstream window that we have has a aluminum rain gutter on the very top piece. So if there is a light drizzle or there's some rain, if the windows are slightly cracked open for some fresh air, that water won't drip in on the inside. In addition to the Never Lube axle, which is like an automotive cartridge style hub, we have Never Adjust brakes. So the brakes themselves, as they wear, the pads themselves come closer and closer to the actual drum. So the setting on your brake controller, the setting on the brake itself will always be the same as it wears through that brake pad. Right above, you have your shower. So it's a hot and cold accessible outdoor shower. Great for rinsing off the sand or dirt off of an adventurous day, washing off your pets if you wanted to do that, or even gear. You can clean up your gear before you use it again. We have a couple different spigots here and some connection pieces I'll highlight. So this is your water inlet. So if you are at a campsite or a spot that has fresh water available, you can connect it right to here. Right behind it is a internally regulated water pressure system. So it regulates at 55 psi, no matter what the pressure is on the outside. So it helps regulate and keeps everything from having too much pressure within the system. Right below it is our waste tank flush. So right before you leave that campsite, if you want to clean out your waste tank, this right here will have these powerful jets that will come through and clean all that waste tank out. Just ensure that if you're using this, that you have it connected up to the waste hose and they have your wastewater tanks open. Otherwise, it can fill. So here we have our 30 amp connection. So we use a smart plug, cable, and connection. That 30 amp cable is very lightweight, spools up real nice, very easy to manage, something that's a benefit of that smart plug system. Also, Smart Plug offers some connection points. So right over here, we have both your data or internet, as well as cable TV if you are at a site that has cable available. If you do wish to have a satellite system, you can actually have that wired as well for satellite through the internal system as well. Around back, we have our potable water. This is a portable tank that allows you, if you are planning on going any kind of boondocking or any kind of dry camping, you want to bring your own water with you. You have 23 gallons of onboard fresh water that's available behind this locked door. So we have the Caravel taillights, noticeable by Caravel by the dual circle taillights in the rear, along with our kind of iconic clearance lights that are throughout the back end of the Airstream. We have storage available. This is external storage, so you can put any kind of tools, hoses, any kind of camping accessories you may want to have can go in the back storage. This is the rear bumper storage I was speaking of earlier. Hops up. You can have another storage for, again, hose, potentially an extra wastewater hose, whatever you like to put in here. Just understand that this area here is not waterproof while it is up here. So, and that comes down and locks in place. This does have that awning package that I mentioned before, so you can see how it shades that rear window. Right up here, we have a rear view monitoring camera. Great to be able to see while you're driving and towing. Also great when backing up. The monitor itself has some options where you can flip it around to make it look like a rear view camera, or just have it straight as a backup camera. And it does have a built-in microphone, which can be muted while driving or turned on while you have somebody help you assist you back up into a current spot. We're going to swing around the front because we saved the best exterior feature for last, the iconic Airstream entry door. Most manufacturers will spend 40 to 50 hours building their entire travel trailer. Here at Airstream, 8 hours are put in just the entry door alone. You have the aluminum on the exterior, the aluminum on the inside, fully insulated, shuts like a bank vault, dual latch door handle, full weather stripping all the way around, rain gutter up on top, cast aluminum hinges. On the inside of the door is a screen door that has multiple TIG welds and 2 different screen and child protectors as well. Now let's check out one of the most exciting new features, the interior of the Caravel. Updated laminates in soft cream tones reflect natural light throughout the cabin. Our seating features new stain-resistant woven fabric and elegant stitching that are both stylish and durable. Available in 2 different decors, driftwood and pebble, our new color palette draws inspiration from Caravel's nautical namesake with sandy tones and soft textures. These decor packages call to mind the seaside while creating a serene and inviting atmosphere that shines both inside and out. Welcome to the all-new Caravel. Here we are inside the 20 FB. When you first walk in, you have on one side a pantry, on this side a whiteboard, 3 different hooks, a storage facility. Right here you have a shoe rack down below that slides out, allows you to put muddy shoes or muddy items in there so they're not getting tracked in as you walk in. You have 2 different dimmer switches. One dims the main ceiling lights that are right above me. The other one dims the LED light strip that is on the awning on the outside. And then you have an outside step light here as well with that switch in your main power disconnect. On this side is kind of as you go into your bedroom area, you have your closet that opens up, and then 2 drawers which pull out for additional storage. Your divider curtain for privacy if you wish to deploy that. The bed has a very comfortable memory foam mattress, storage underneath it. It does come with the comforter and pillows. The curtains are completely blackout, so you can get very, very dark in here if you wish to take an afternoon nap. We have storage up above. Again, similar storage to what we have in our very large units, that very deep and tall storage bins on both sides. A slider that allows it to simply slide with that deep storage. And then you do have surround sound here within the Caravel. So you have surround sound speakers on both sides there, up in the back, and also a subwoofer here as well. That can be connected to your TV system through Bluetooth at the same time. So if you wish to deploy your television and connect it to the surround sound, you can do that too. Here in the dinette area, we have storage underneath both dinette seats, and the dinette itself converts into a bed. And that sleeping area will be 39 by 74. You have a lot of options when it comes to airflow. You have a screen door, you have multiple windows with screens in them, and if you need some air movement without turning on your AC or your fan or your heat pump, you can simply turn on this fan here. This fan will help move a lot of air inside the unit. Multiple speed. This ceiling fan does have a rain sensor in it as well. So if you do want to go out for a hike and it starts sprinkling and you're worried about rain getting in, once it hits the sensor, it automatically shuts down and closes the lid. Off to the side, if you do have your air conditioning on, or your fan, or your heat pump, they're going to come through this, what we call quiet stream. So coming through these vents. These vents are directional. You can adjust these, and you can adjust the amount of airflow in each vent as well. The airflow all comes up through this filtered system. So this is all cartridge style type filters that can be easily replaced. So we do equip the Caravel with a 12 volt television. So it uses very little energy. It is a smart television system, so if you do have a hotspot or Wi-Fi on the roof, you can connect that and you can stream whatever you like, and or connect to bring your own device. So we have a HDMI spots right next to the JL audio controls that have what's called bring your own device. You can plug in a Fire Stick, an Apple TV, whatever you like to do. The TV itself is tiltable and can be moved. So if you're sitting at the dinette or if you want to relax in the bed, you can move it around and it does lock right back in place. So right below the television is a 4.1 cubic foot electric refrigerator. So it runs off 12 volt. It gets to food safe cooling even in the hottest conditions in about 40 minutes. So it's very quick. Once it's at that temperature setting that you have it at, it uses very little electricity. Right below the refrigerator is your power center. So here in the power center, you have your amps, your fuses, and that gets us to one of our largest kitchen floor plans that we have in a single axle travel trailer. In fact, larger than some of our probably dual axle travel trailers. So this model is really designed for the person who really enjoys to cook. 3-burner cooktop stove. You've got the Baraldi Italian heat vent plus work light. Below that is a microwave or optional convection microwave, which this is selected on. So that acts as both a microwave and a convection oven. There's a lot of storage. So these nice deep drawers. It does come with a flatware holder. Again, a lot of storage that comes through. Each drawer has a 10-pound pole on the back. So those 10-pound poles require 10 pounds of force to open up. So even on bumpy roads, it'll keep closed. Above you we have, again, a lot of storage. So plates, pots, pans, etc. It uses our full-size overhead locker. As you move into the back kitchen area, you have a very large stainless steel sink, split cutting board in case you wanted to do some cutting and some rinsing. Again, very nice deep stainless steel sink with faucet. You have a rear window that opens up. It's screened, a shade as well. I'd be remiss if I didn't highlight some of the items that we have on the wall over here. So turning on the work light, you have, if it is equipped, solar. You have a solar controller, that's your Victron Energy. Your Progressive Dynamics talks about how much solar is being put in, what your battery capacity is looking like. Then you have your tank monitor, so you know where your tank capacity is for your fresh, your gray, and your waste. And then right there you have another 110 plug that's available as well. As we transition from the kitchen to the bathroom, I do want to highlight that the entire Airstream is built on a composite flooring. So that composite floor that's on this unit is one piece of composite flooring. And on top of that is this one piece seamless vinyl accent. So the benefit, there's no wood. There isn't any wood in the walls, there isn't any wood in the ceiling, and there isn't any wood on the floor. The only thing that we make that has wood in it is the handmade cabinetry. Now let's take a look at the bathroom. Now, for a 20-foot model, this bathroom is quite spacious. Moving up from a 16 and getting into a 20, you're moving away from that wet bath style, which is for that compact size, and you're getting into a separate shower and bathroom piece. Open the door. You have a nice large towel rack. Right off the side, medicine cabinet. You have your hot water heater controls here as well. Light switch, a 110 plug, stainless steel sink, faucet, and then storage beneath that sink. The toilet is in between the sink and the shower. Right above the toilet, you have two windows that has a roller shade for privacy. Let's talk about the large rear corner shower of the 20 Caravel. It has a shower head that's removable. Right below that, you have storage for shampoo, soap, whatever you like to bring with you in your shower. Off to the side, you do have a seat, which is removable. So if you plan on sitting or relaxing in that hot shower, you can do so. Or this waterproof piece can be removed for additional room to stand. And the shower door is lightweight, mold and mildew resistant, and will squeegee itself as it retracts. Thank you for spending time with us today to do a walkthrough of the 20 front bed Caravel. With its updated design and its timeless, iconic look, it is ready to take you on your next adventure. For additional information, we encourage you to reach out to your local authorized Airstream dealer or visit